In Nigeria, I still see it. It's there. The footprints of colonialism are all over that country. Nigeria should have never been a country. The difference in ideology from the northern side to the southern is just like insane, you know? And then when the eastern side tried to corner off and form Biafra, it was like the ex-colonists were like, no, we don't want that. So they instead empower Nigeria to crush that country. And they're like, no, we want you guys to stay like this so we can continue to pillage and take all of your resources. It's like the footprints of colonialism are still all over Nigeria. It's in the shape of the country. It's in the map. And it's like, okay, now we're here. How do we fix this?
This is Laura Adebisi. She's a Yoruba actress living in the UK. I am so happy that there is this consciousness in Nigeria that is making everyone to be aware that we were not meant to be one in this country. As a matter of fact, this country ought not to have existed in the first place. Everything happening in Nigeria is not real. Like everything we experience in this country is not real. It's just like a dream, a fantasy. It will not happen in any other country. It will not happen. What we tolerate from our politicians, other country citizens will not tolerate from their politicians. That is the reason why I'm telling you that whatever is happening in this country is not real. And this lady just explained the reason why what is happening in this country is happening. It is because we are not one. We don't have the same ideology. We don't have the same culture. We don't even speak the same language. We are just different people living together in a country, moving around a circle, carrying the burden of another man's dream, while we empower the politicians to live off our own expenses. The only people that believe in one Nigeria are the politicians. Of course, they need one Nigeria to be there so they can continue to pillage the country, so they can continue to loot the country, so they can continue to pile up funds, to stash up funds in foreign currencies for the benefit of themselves and their children. They don't care about this country. They don't care about you because they know this country was not meant to exist in the first place. It's a mistake, and it is our duty to correct that. She equally said something very interesting. The Biafran people, the Igbo people, they knew that this country was not meant to be together. They knew that this country is fake. They knew that Nigeria is someone else's dream, and they decided to break away. What happened when they decided to break away? Do you know why Nigeria was able to subdue the Igbos into submission? Of course, they did not win the war. According to them, they were going to win the war in 3 months, but it took them 3 years of collaboration with the colonial master. Of course, Britain helped Nigeria to subdue the Igbos. Why did they do that? The Igbos wanted to go their separate ways. If the Igbos have succeeded in leaving Nigeria, other regions in Nigeria would have break out from this country, and that would have ended this contraption called Nigeria. That would have ended this union called Nigeria. So Britain has to collaborate with Nigeria in order to destroy the dream of Igbos living this country. And something else that she said is that they all created this so that they can be getting the resources from this country. Britain did not fight alongside Nigeria to keep Igbos in Nigeria because they love Nigeria, because the existence of Nigeria will benefit Nigerians. No, they did it because of their own selfish reason. They did it because of their own political interest. No, the union will not work. The amalgamation was not because they believe in the unity of Nigeria. The amalgamation happened for ease of administrative purposes. They want to be able to have it easy to administer the north and the south. That's the reason why they brought them together without even consulting the people, without even speaking to the people, without even knowing if this union will work. And that is the reason why Nigeria has always been in strife, hating off one another. Our differences and ideology is way different. We cannot live together as one. And I'm sure many people out there understands this. That is what she is saying. But the only people that do not understand, they understand but they don't want to believe in it, are the politicians. When you look at the mode of running politics, when you go to the north always believe that it is their birthright to be at the helm of affairs. It is their birthright to have the top equivalent power in this country, even if it benefits them or not. They just want to be in power. To them, holding the top offices in this country is a bragging right. They don't care about competence. They don't care about character. They don't care about who will do the job. All they want to know is that their brother should be there. It's all about the bragging right. And it's the same way with the Southwest. All they want is their brother to be there, a bragging right to them. But when it comes to the people in the down south here, the east, they want the person that is competent, someone that can do the job. That is the reason why you see an Easterner will support a Northerner ahead of his own brother, because he perceives that that person can do the job. The Easterners have been supporting PDP, who has been producing Southwest and the Northerners as their presidential candidates ahead of their own brothers. Even they supported a Northerner ahead of Dim Chukwu Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the most popular Igbo man that has ever lived and died. This difference in political ideology is the reason why we are where we are today. We cannot come together as Nigerians and elect good representatives and elect good officials that will fix this country, that are patriotic to this country. We are always divided along religion and ethnic lines. That is the reason why we have been so bad in selecting good representatives. There is no explanation to the fact that Nigerians voted out someone called Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2015 and voted in President Muhammadu Buhari. Place Goodluck Ebele Jonathan side by side with President Muhammadu Buhari. There is no comparison at all in terms of age, in terms of education, in terms of leadership quality, in terms of character. There is no comparison at all. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is way ahead above President Muhammadu Buhari, but Nigerians deem it wise, deem it fit to vote in President Muhammadu Buhari as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2015. This man took over the third fastest growing economy in the world, the biggest economy in Africa, and ran everything aground. It was so easy for them to make this choice because that choice was made possible by the combination, the allegiance of the North and the Southwest. They came together and made that possible. When you look at the voting process then, you discover a sharp contrast in how the regions voted. The people from the Southwest wanted President Muhammadu Buhari to become the president. People from the North, especially the Northwest and the Northeast, they wanted President Muhammadu Buhari to become the president. People from the North Central, the South and the Southeast, they wanted Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to continue. And that was where our mistake started. But then you expected them to correct that mistake in 2023. But no, the difference in ideology came into play as well. And President Muhammadu Buhari became the president, and now they are lamenting, they are complaining. We are not one, and we will never be one. But does it mean that we cannot move this country together the way we are? Of course we can do it. The only thing we need to do is to ensure that we change the constitution in this country. This country should be split into regions. We need true federalism, restructuring. That is what we need in this country. Every region should go on their own. They should develop at their own pace. The resources in the north should be utilized in order to develop the north. The resources from the south should be utilized in order to develop the south. There is no sense in the fact that resources from the south is being used to develop the resources in the north. This is the reason why you are seeing many states that are being dormant, many states that are being docile. So many states cannot even generate revenue for themselves. Splitting the country into regions will lead to healthy rivalry. This will ensure that states discover more ways in order to generate revenue. Federal government will not have the exclusive power to determine what happened in other states. For instance, whatever we are experiencing in Nigeria today is being caused by the federal government. Most people are saying that you should hold your governors accountable. There is no way you can hold your governors accountable because your governors are not responsible for fuel subsidy removal. Governors are not responsible for security. The governors are not responsible for the inflation. The governors are not responsible for import duties. Governors are not responsible for interest rate, electricity hike. Governors are not responsible for so many things that have contributed to the hardship in this country. The president is responsible for all of this. But if this country is split into regions, the people will learn to hold their governors accountable. And this will definitely put an end to this tribalism we are talking about, because people will be more focused in what is happening in their region than what is happening in another region. And this will help us to elect good presidents. Look at what is happening in the US. People are more concerned about their country. They are electing someone that will develop their country, not someone that will develop their own region. This is what we want in Nigeria. If we are unable to do this thing to ensure that we work as a regional government, then this country should be split. We should go our separate ways, because this whole union, this whole marriage, this whole one Nigeria thing is not working. Is hindering and retarding the growth of this country. Not only is it retarding the growth of this country, it's retarding the growth of Nigerians living in Nigeria. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.